The Asbury revival is not confined to Asbury. Hear me out. Now, I'm 100% a believer that God is doing something really, really special. There's a special move of God happening in Asbury College right now. If you're not familiar, there's been revival going on there for about 9 days or so now. And it just keeps going. It doesn't look like they're going to stop anytime soon. But here's the thing that I was reminded of while I was watching a live stream of the revival this morning. God is not confined to that space. God is not confined to those buildings, right? And I say those buildings because they've had to bring in overflow buildings. That's how crazy this revival has been. But God is not confined to there. And to demonstrate this, I'll share a very quick little story that I don't share to be super spiritual, but just to prove my point. About 8 or 9 days ago, I was just overcome with this overwhelming sense to just worship God. And I listen to worship music most of the time anyway, but on this day, I was just overcome with this sense that I needed to worship Him more. And so I spent literally the whole day listening to worship music. But here's the thing, around that time was the time that the Asbury revival began. So I say all of that to say this: there's a special move of God that is happening throughout the world. I live in Melbourne, Australia, and I felt it. Revival is not confined to Asbury. God wants to make a revival within your heart. Be obedient.